Good evening.
Good evening.
Everything is set well? My name is Saleh Rajat. I am your surgeon at arms for today's meeting number 729. In Toastmasters, we have a promise. That is, as a Toastmasters, we promise to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in great self-confidence and personal growth. In Toastmasters, we have 4 core values. Only one.
I thought you just kept looking.
And service and excellence. Please avoid to speak about the topic that is sex, religion, and politics. Each Toastmaster club has a president, but we have a very special president. Not special, very, very special. A charismatic Toastmaster for our president. To be charismatic, you should be able to what? Exactly.
Full of energy.
Yes?
Energy.
Yes. You should be able to influence and attract, inspire others. So our president, she have that 3 keys. First one, presence. She is very easily approachable, and she is listening to each and every member required. Second, power. The power that she can dominate her body on the stage very well, and everyone knows how she stands, how she look at each member, how she speak. Third is warmth. She is very comfortable. Any member, when he reaches to her, he feel very comfortable when he spoke with her. So let's all welcome our President, Toastmaster Diwi Al-Kasus.
Thank you so much, Saleh, for that warm, beautiful welcome. With the power vested in me, and now declare this meeting open. Saleh has made me very conscious, so let me stand the way he said I always stand confidently on the stage, looking at everyone. Now, I know you all love my inspiring, motivational stories that I always have. Right, Yana? Where is Yana? Yes. Okay. But today, I don't have a motivational story for you all. I know we all had a very sumptuous, lavish buffet, and before you all go into a slumber, I thought let's quickly do an exercise. So all around this room, you'll find small chits of paper. In the papers, it's written D, T, and C. One has D, one has T, one has C. Whoever gets the maximum DTCs will get a gift. Timer, please count 30 seconds now. So come on. Whoever can at least get 1 DTC is the winner. Very good. Anybody else?
Time up.
Time up. Okay, that's it. That's it, done? Okay. So who has got DTC? We have 1 winner here. Anybody else? That's it? We just have 1 winner? Nobody else has got a DTC? What DNT. DNT.
Anybody have a D?
Oh no, no, sorry.
We have a DTC.
What do you have? So we have 1 winner with us. That is later, after this. There's another kid. Congratulations, Pranjit. I know she wants to come into my arms. Sorry, I forgot. Okay, thank you. Next game. Okay, to get you all more charged up before we start the meeting. We have a very handsome gentleman sitting over here. The most handsome. There are many. The most. And all are looking at each other. In my eyes, it is Colonel Murad. Like, inside and out. So the one who can get the maximum number of selfies with him is the winner. Oh. Selfies. Selfies. Yes.
Once is
We can send all the pictures to Misha. Okay, thank you very much. I'm sure he's feeling hot there now. Okay, I think that's it. Second one. This is again part of the selfie challenge. So many beautiful women around over here. Get the one who gets the first 5 pictures with 5 different women is the second winner. 5 pictures with 5 different women. Of course, yeah. With 5 different women, the first 5 that I can get. Selfie.
There are 5 of them in one picture.
No, 5 different countries. Done.
Wait, don't go. Wait.
Okay. Send all your pictures to Misha. Misha, give your number. He's the one who will decide who the winner is. Okay, so feeling charged up now? Can we have everybody seated? Please come here. This is. Rauf, come here. Please, everybody sit. Want another game or let's start? So welcome to GTC 729th meeting, our 27th anniversary. Now about Toastmasters International, for the benefit of our guest, it is a 98-year-old organization which started on October 22nd, 1924. Headquarters are in Colorado. We have 222,000 plus members across 144 countries and across 14,000 plus clubs. In UAE, we have 150 plus clubs and more than 3,000 members. This is our CEO, Daniel Rex, and our International President, Distinguished Toastmaster, Matt Kinsey. Now, this is what I like to do. Now, the benefits of joining Toastmasters. Misha, why did you join Toastmasters?
Level up communication and leadership skills.
To develop your communication and leadership skills. Pragya? To network. Manish? Communication. Dr. Sattar?
Become a better public speaker.
To become a better public speaker. Pushparaj?
Leadership and
to develop your leadership skills. Bosco?
Flight after you
Trying to learn to fly. To gain confidence. Rao?
have more friends.
To have more friends. Girish?
Get rid of my stage fright.
To get rid of your stage fright. So this is exactly the benefits of joining. So you all have joined with a purpose, and that is what you're going to gain over here in Toastmasters Camp. And how do you do that? So the Toastmasters has a program known as Pathways. We have 11 different pathways ranging from dynamic leadership to coaching to humor to presentation mastery, etc. So there are 11 different pathways, and what do you get out of these pathways? 5 core competencies, that is your public speaking, communication, leadership, management, and confidence. The very reason that you all said you're coming for. How does this tie up? For example, these are your 11 pathways. you take visionary communication. What competencies you get from here? 1, 2, 3, 5. That is public speaking, interpersonal communication, strategic leadership, and confidence. So new members, when you all are joining and when you all are choosing your pathways, understand why you have come here, what pathways you want, what are the competencies that you want, and see how it ties up with your pathways and choose the pathways accordingly. Yeah? Any questions? Moving on, now how does the structure or the framework of Toastmasters work? So this is Dubai Toastmasters Club, and I'm the president of this club. Few clubs together from area, we come under area 20, and we have our area director, Toastmaster Feroz with us. Few areas together form a division, we come under division B, and our division B director is distinguished Toastmaster Pradeep. Few divisions together form the district. We come under District 105, and we are so privileged and blessed to have our district director, distinguished Toastmaster Gaurav. And then we have our region director, Region 11, distinguished Toastmaster Shabaz, and our international president, distinguished Toastmaster Matt. And this is Dubai Toastmasters ExCom. So that's me, the president. Then we have our VP Education, Toastmaster. Our VP Membership, Toastmaster Ms. V. Our VP Toastmaster Misha. Our treasurer is busy counting the money, so he's not there today. Our secretary, Toastmaster Santosh. And our sergeant at arms, Toastmaster Santosh. So Dubai Toastmasters Club, the first club in Dubai, the second club in UAE, the mother club of Dubai, completing 27 years of existence. Our membership fees are $750 for a year, $450 for 6 months, with a one-time registration fee of $75. This is our founder, Dr. Ralph Smedley, and we believe in the learning mantra, what his words which is, we learn best in moments of enjoyment. This is the fun, the learning that we have in the Dubai Toastmasters. Now let me welcome the new members that have joined us in the last 1-2 weeks. We have Toastmaster Mike, Toastmaster Pushparaj, Toastmaster Shrikant, Toastmaster Natalie, Toastmaster Ali Zaidi is not commenting today, and Toastmaster Meg. And I want to specially thank Toastmaster Mohammed Gaudu, who just joined 2 weeks back, and he's got 90% of these members to the club. Toastmaster Mohammed Gaudu. And he tells me today that he still has some friends that he needs to convince and get them, and I think the 75 number that he achieved is going to touch 100 very soon. So I'd like to introduce few guests on the stage. Let me invite you all. You all will tell me your name. What do you do? How did you come to know about this meeting? And what are your expectations? Can we start with you?
Okay. Hello everybody.
Hello.
It's nice to see you all here today. Today is my first time with Toastmaster. I was invited by Coach Marwan. I came today with my family, and it's a pleasure actually to see what is happening here and to learn more about what is happening here so that we can communicate, improve our skills, or whatever positive points that we can get from this. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Sampul? Okay, you can stand there and introduce yourself. Okay, fine. Okay, this is the first time. Okay, moving on. 27 years, 27 presidents. 27 years this club has it. At this era and this time, we see so many clubs coming up like mushrooms and then disappearing in a couple of years. But Dubai Toastmasters Club stands here with our flag flying high because of all these presidents, right from the founder, Toastmaster Ramanathan, till all the other presidents. Now, I've done this yesterday in a span of hours, and I have to thank Colonel Murad for helping me through it. I know Sunday is the day he relaxes and it's a no Toastmaster day, but I was like, no, the Toastmaster site has only from 2001 till now, the president. He didn't, there was no anything about 96 to 2001. So he went to his old archives and got all the pictures and the members, the presidents, and gave me this. Thank you so much to him and to Rupa. So Colonel Murad and Distinguished Toastmaster Rupa are there right from 1997. So they have seen me with all these presidents in the past. So they gave me the from 96 to 2001 majorly. And after that, I had the names from the site, but I didn't have the pictures. And there was one FBI over here who is in FBI and CID. When I told him, can you please help me with these people? I don't know, I have no clue who they are. In seconds, I got the pictures. I was like, wow, you should be in the FBI or CID. And that is none other than Distinguished Toastmaster Ramesh. So thanks to Colonel Murad, DTM Rupa and Ramesh that I got these. So a tribute to all the presidents of DTC. Some are no longer with us. We have 3 of them who are no longer with us. So they are in our minds and hearts forever. And one thing that came up from this archive when Colonel Murad was searching everything is our first DTC newsletter, The Orator, which was dated 28th November 1997. And guess who was the VPPR then? Colonel Murad. Colonel Murad was VPPR at that time. So this is the first look at the first edition of The Orator. Mishan. Now moving on to the meeting. Every meeting has a Toastmaster of the day. So who is this Toastmaster of the day? He is your host, your genial host, who will take you through the entire meeting. And for this today, we have a gentleman who is from the city of Alexander the Great. He is a pharmacist turned coach. He lacked structure in his life, he says, and who else but a wife can really bring discipline in somebody's life. So thanks to his wife, he is now disciplined. He loves kickboxing, cycling, and he's very adventurous in sports, reflective into deep conversations now that he is a coach. And he is also the past president of Alexandria Toastmasters Club in Egypt. Now, normally we have a custom, especially I want our flyers to go out 1 week in advance. But there was a delay this time. 1, 2, 3 days delay. The reason being, the TMOD was not happy with it. He was not happy with whatever we were doing and he wanted something else. So my ex-com said, he is very picky, but he has very good taste. So sounds something like me, picky but with a good taste. So put your hands together for the guy with the Midas touch, Toastmaster Marwan.
Thank you so much, Madam President, for this heartwarming and humbling welcome. Finally, I get to see the faces on the screen to see them here already. So I would like to welcome our district officers. So thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for having this full packed of room of a Toastmasters. So before clapping to me or before clapping to anyone who's going to host the meeting or going to contribute, please give a very big round of applause for yourself. Today is the meeting of 729. Just today when I was kind of sending a pumping up message for our group, it hit me. This number sounds familiar. And actually, while I was coming here, I sent my wife a message and I told her, imagine today's meeting number is 729. Anyone can guess? What's that?
29th of July, possibly you lost your bachelor.
Exactly, bravo. Exactly. So I took this as a point and I told my wife, by the way, see, I use any example to remember you and to remember the dates between us. So that to give an example that we men don't actually forget everything. We remember some things. how many of here is a guest? I mean,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much. So, for a guest or for just to have a quick look about what the Toastmasters meeting is, it's consistent of 3 main sections. The first section is a prepared speech. So someone prepares a speech and then comes here and delivers the speech. The second one is table topics. Table topics is where you come here and you are presented with a topic or a question and you speak impromptu. Like you speak on your feet. It's like you invent something to say, you organize your thoughts and then you deliver it in 1 to 2 minutes. And then the third section is the evaluation section. The evaluation section is the section where Toastmasters actually are here in their own form. Because this is where people grow. They receive feedback and they learn how to give feedback in a way that addresses performance, not the behavior or not the person themselves. So that's basically the Toastmaster meeting in a nutshell. And for every Toastmaster meeting, there is a theme. A theme. So we had once a theme of sports, and once something else. Maybe we need to have something of money in the future. So today's theme is, who knows? Come on, guys.
Achieve what you believe.
So today's theme is
Achieve what you believe.
achieve what you believe. Yes, exactly. It's achieve what you believe. So why is the theme first? The theme actually creates structure, it creates a sense of focus, and it creates a sense of fun. Today's theme is achieve what you believe. All of us have many things to achieve. We hope for some things. We long for achievements in our lives. So either it's getting married, or maybe having better relationships, or maybe opening your own business, or reaching to the $50 million cap in your business. Whatever that is. It's an achievement. So I'd like to just give 30 seconds for each and every one of the respected audience to think about what could be your next achievement. Just give yourself a thought. Okay? So we have something that we want to achieve. And since that you have this in mind, it means that you have the right to achieve it. You have the right to see it. The reason why are you not achieving or seeing this thing that you want to achieve right now? Because it's not meant to be right now. Because there is something that's not helping you to reach there right now. There is something for you to work on, for you to achieve this thing. There may be either external circumstances. Might be your boss, your wife, something that might be not actually pushing you towards this thing. But for me, I choose always to look inwards. So what's in me that's not helping me achieve this thing that I want to achieve right now? And for me, it's one word: belief. Beliefs. What kind of beliefs do we have inside each and every one of us that helps us grow or achieve what we really want? So for example, if I believe that money comes only with hard work, what happens? I'll only see hard work. If I believe that people are different or people are difficult, how will the world around me be like? Not so favorable, right? So what I'd like to do is, you know now what do you want to achieve? I want you to deep down just think for 10 seconds what could be the belief that's linked to this achievement that you didn't achieve so far? What could that be? You have the achievement in your mind. What is it linked to? What belief is it linked to? In your mind, subconsciously, that you want to bring it consciously right now, that you want to work on. And for whoever can do that, I promise you, there can be something different when you're out of this room in 2 hours. Okay? Quick exercise. We have our palms, right? We have our palms like this. I need each and every one to close your palms where your line just crosses together, where it meets. Okay? So just meet your palms like this and close it together. So when you look at your hands, you'll find one hand a little bit shorter than the other. Correct? This is your eyes telling you that, right? Your eyes don't lie. Okay? So I want you to take the longer one and put behind your back. The longer one and put behind your back. And now I want you to look at your shorter palm. Look at it, face it. And I want you to imagine that you're a little child, you're a little kid, and order your little palm to grow. And just speak to the hand. Grow. Yes. Grow. Grow and believe it. Like speak it speak to your palm as you believe it. Say grow. Yes, exactly. Grow, grow, grow. And feel that it's growing. Santosha's feeling that it's growing already. So grow. Ask it to grow.
It will come to you now.
Grow.
Coming to you.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much. Enough of growing. Okay, bring your other hand, put it together, the same height, and close it. It worked.
It's not my man.
With that, I'd like to present our next section. And it's... Okay. Okay, I'd like to, before moving on our meeting, I'd like to have a word from our distinguished guest, Toastmaster Ali. Yes. Distinguished
That wasn't planned, but thank you so much for having me today. At the outset, Ramadan Kareem, and have a blessed Easter for all our friends and members celebrating the occasion. But we're here for another occasion actually. We are celebrating 27 years of existence, 27 years of dedication, 27 years of stories and priceless friendships that you've seen on the screen, right? Some members we miss so much, we've worked with a long time ago, and we cherish year after year. Dear members of Toastmasters, the Dubai Toastmasters Club, happy 27th year anniversary, and thank you, Dili, for bringing me all the way from Jordan. And like Kanamura said, shame on me, yes, I should have come here a long, long time ago, but better late than never. And I'm here amongst you to celebrate this amazing occasion, not because it's the 77th year anniversary. This might be the last milestone under the umbrella of District 105, because in less than 3 months, you'll be crowned as the oldest club of District 127, the newly emerging district. And for the newly emerging district, what a proud moment for them to have you as a role model, as a club, the oldest club, to follow your footsteps, because you really set the bar so high for a high quality standard when it comes to Toastmasters. Now, I've been a member for 18 years. I belong to Jordan, back to my home block. It's 22 years, not as old as Dubai chapter, but I always use you as an example because you know how to, you set everything right. You have your own special glamour. And now as a district director, because we're going through lots of hurdles, renewals, and you have all these issues. So how come this club, with all that's been going on, pandemic, COVID, this year alone you added 29 members. Nisreen, where's Nisreen? You're the Nisreen, right? Yes, you're the one. Congratulations. 29 members, 26 of those are new to Toastmasters. So now you have 73 members on the roster, and I'm sure that's not the end. I'm sure more will come at the end of the year. With Dewey, I know that is coming. So what is the secret? What is the reason behind that? I see this club as a club that pursues to excellence, because people say, yes, we all aspire for success and success, but success is just a finite process. It is the pursuit of excellence that is an infinite process, whereby we want to grow and prosper and find that extra mile whereby we prosper and grow. And this is a club that went beyond successes. You went checking lists of successes. Oh, DCP, oh, come on. You do it with blindfolded, because you look at the members, you look at the quality, you look at nurturing the growth. And when I was looking at the screen, I was chatting with Pregnia. None of the presidents has repeated the role again. 27 unique presidents. I've never seen this in any club. I'm telling you, I've never seen in any club where 27 unique presidents. That's something to think of, that's something to ponder upon. And you 26 members, you've come to the best place, trust me on that, because this is where you grow and prosper. And I'm sure in years to come, you'll celebrate your 30th, 40th, 50 years to come. Keep the fabulous work you're doing, keep this, this flame shining and rising, and I'm sure I'll come again as a member to celebrate more accolades with you, because Dubai is not far from Jordan. Always take the flight and come. But it's indeed an honor to be amongst you, and I'm happy that I've made you finally, met all of you in person who've been seeing and connecting with online over the past few years. So keep it up, congratulations, and thank you again for the invitation. Back to you.
Thanks for our district director, DTM Rania, and I'd like to ask DTM
When our president showed that slide with 27 presidents, what thought came to my mind is that is history. We are standing here not to celebrate just another meeting, because DTC has a lot of reasons to celebrate. We recently had a milestone meeting, and one of the guests outside told me, I joined recently, but every other meeting I came in is a celebration here. And that's because of the history that this club upholds. DJ Melania was mentioning, what is the secret of this club that it keeps growing year on year? The secret is that history, because the foundations are so right. And for all of us, every time we come here, it's a learning experience. And we take back things, oh, our clubs should do that. Oh, we need to tell this to other clubs. And we, in fact, everybody around the district or other clubs we go to are like, we have to visit DTC club at least once to learn from them. So that's what makes this club special. For the amount of knowledge you can share with everybody. And every single member, whether you're a new member who is taking up a role for the first time, somebody who joined 2 weeks back is going to be a role taker today. And that shows us you don't have to be old or new or young. Everybody gets to learn from each other. And what a beautiful environment that is. And when we have such an environment, aren't we upholding the mission of Toastmasters? Yes? Anyone remember it? Sandhya? Saleh will remember it. By heart, yes. Yeah, positive learning environment, isn't it? And that's exactly what we are here for. And the more we celebrate, the more we have to celebrate. So thank you for the privilege and the honor of addressing you today. And take this in your heart today, that today is not just another meeting, but it's a reminder of how far we have come and how much more we can actually go. Thank you.
Actually, I don't know if anyone have noticed what just happened, but it's totally fine. I'd like to ask on the stage DTM Deepa, please.
much, Toastmaster Marwan and past International President Colonel Murad, District Director, I didn't expect you here. Oh my God. And past district leaders, Division Director, District Toastmaster Pregna, Area Director, Toastmaster Firoz, Toastmaster Rauf, and all the shining stars of District 105 coming together. Yeah, Toastmaster Saleh also. Oh my God, I mean, people, the leaders whom we see from far or on the screen in the recent years. A very good evening to all of you, Ramadan Kareem. Oh my God, this is too huge, group of people over here. Now, I'm really glad. It's a great pleasure for me to be here on your celebration moment. 27 years, it's huge. I mean, I don't know, half of the time only I was with the Toastmasters, so that I know, I realize, what I've missed. The depth of knowledge you all earned from whoever got associated with this club for 27 years. That is too huge. And I congratulate Dubai Toastmasters for this milestone, this remarkable occasion, and it's a testament for the dedication, hard work and commitment of the members who got associated with this club over these 27 years. And Dubai Toastmasters, I thank you for leading that particular journey of learning and inspiring others. You have showed us the way and still doing that, and you have done that with passion, dedication and a commitment towards excellence. And with the Toastmasters core values, reminding all of us to imbibe those core values with our life as well. Thank you very much, and with that I congratulate you all again and request you to continue keeping this legacy of Dubai Toastmasters over the years. As Rityam Rania mentioned, if I am here, maybe I would like to attend future milestone meetings as well. Thank you very much for giving me
How fortunate we are, because we are in the 27th anniversary, we get to listen to all the seasoned Toastmasters impromptu speeches, right? So I'd like also to invite our area director, Toastmaster Firoz, to give a quick word. Please, a round of applause.
Good evening, DTC.
Good evening.
You have all heard a lot of good words, inspiring words about the Dubai Toastmasters Club. I'll make you quickly do a small exercise like how TMOD did. Everyone please close your eyes. No, not hands this time. Close your eyes, close your eyes. So we are on 27th celebration, 27th anniversary, yeah? Just imagine you are on 50th year anniversary celebration for Dubai Toastmasters Club. 50th year, and you are attending it. Please open your eyes. Yes, you all will be here for 50th year anniversary, and in no time it will come. In no time, because Colonel Murad, do you recognize it's been 26 years now? I mean, its time has flown so far, isn't it? So we all will be here celebrating in much bigger way, much happening way, much with more and more food. We will celebrate 50th anniversary. Wishing you all the best. This club is always rocking, always something new to learn. I congratulate each and every member and all the leaders of this club. Thank you so much, and over to you.
Thanks so much, Mr. Area Director. And now, without further ado, let's begin our meeting. So, for every meeting, it has to be a general word. There is a word master, and the word master actually presents a word that adds to our vocabulary so that our English improves by time. So, for our word master today, I'd like to present a very nice and handsome gentleman. And when I asked him about what actually inspired him to join Toastmasters, he said to be more confident and to improve his public speaking skills. And to network with like-minded people. And when I asked him about what belief did he have that when he changed achievements for him, he said that I believed that criticism was actually something that I need to defend myself from. And the word that he actually used, impervious to any unfavorable comments. No wonder he's a world master. And when he changed that, and when he welcomed feedback, it was able for him to change everything about his performance and level of confidence. Please welcome with me Toastmaster Muhammad Godu. Thank you.
Good evening. Good evening. This is my first on-stage experience. Okay. I'm having some kind of ambivalent experience. Like I'm nervous as well as I'm also happy because there are so many people who are sitting here to listen what I'm going to say. So let's delve into the topic. Word of the day. This is not reify or refi. It's reify. It's a 3-syllable word. It's a verb. And what is it? To consider or represent the abstract of something which is abstract, and when we give it to a physical form, that is called reify. So whatever your belief or idea, that we can give some physical form to it, that is called reify. And let's see the etymology of it. The root comes from Latin. The root word is res, which is thing, and the suffix word is fi, which everybody I believe know, that to make. So reify means to make into things, or to treat something abstract into a concrete stuff. So what are the similar words for this word reify? Portray, actualize, accomplish, manifest, exhibit, all these things, they are synonym of it. Then the opposite is like disembody, hide, conceal, relinquish, surrender, or eat. Okay, let's see some examples. So the team worked hard to reify the abstract business plan into a concrete strategy. So whatever we have in our mind, okay, that is laid out in the form of strategy. So then, by using language, we reify our thoughts and make it more tangible. The notion of national identity can be reified through symbols like flags or national anthems. In many cultures, religious belief are reified through the construction of place of worship. And finally, love, which is an abstract emotion, which are being now reified through symbols like heart or roses. Unfortunately, it haven't happened to me. Okay. Now today's theme is achieve what we have to believe. Stephen Covey, in his book 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, he said, begin with the end in mind, which means whatever we want to achieve, we have to portray in our mind, because in actual sense we are achieving our end results in two types. One is the actual achievement. The other first thing is you have to portray the whatever you want to achieve in your mind first. What is the end result would be? That should be in your mind first. So our beliefs are reified figuratively within our mind. The end results are reified like that. Then the paths are not very clear. It's full of stumbling blocks. There are lots and lots of hurdles are there. So when we strongly believe we want to achieve something, then as Paulo Coelho said in his book Alchemist, that this universe conspires in helping you to achieve it. So let us have that belief, and okay, the God will send angels in the form of humans to help us to remove all the hurdles, whatever we find in our path, and achieve what we believe. Thank you. It's round robin.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Fine. So we will divide into, from this side one volunteer I need, and from this side also one volunteer. You can use this word reify. Yes, sir.
In the Western tradition, death is normally reified as a 6 foot tall skeleton dressed in a grey robe and carrying a scythe.
Who can read that?
Some concepts that are too much abstract need to be verified to be understood.
And as now, yes, sir.
The Toastmasters really took us through a refined journey of seeing our palm grow like a speaker.
Yes, yes. I encourage the other speakers, okay, to use these words, and we have at the end of the session count of okay, whoever whoever speaks more words, okay, they will be what? They will be awarded.
Okay, thank you so much. So I'd like to ask all of the audience to speak the word that was presented today, reify. Moving on to our next section is the prepared speeches. So today we have 2 prepared speeches, 5 to 7 minutes each. And before presenting the next speaker, I'd like to ask his evaluator to present the topics or the objectives of his speech. So for the evaluator, Toastmaster Hariharan V.
Today the speaker is attempting the 3rd speech from I don't know which kind of book, but writing a speech with a purpose. The speech objective, or also known as the purpose, is for the member to learn to review basic methods of writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech on each topic. Now, I as an evaluator, I'm going to be looking at 2 things. The member will present a well-organized speech which is presented well and delivered well. The speech may be humorous, informative, and in any style that the member chooses. I will look at the objective in the speech. The time limit for the speech is 5 to 7 minutes, 5 green, 6 amber, and 7 red with a 30-second grace period. Thank you very much. All the best to the speaker.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Before presenting the speaker today, I'd like to ask you, if you're a boss, please recommend your employees to go to Toastmasters, because his boss recommended him to join the Toastmasters, and he got inspired with the warm welcome from the Toastmaster community. Greet Master, that's the one. When I asked him about what belief did you change that changed achievements for you, he always and for all his life, he believed that driving was not for him. until the year 2021. He changed that belief. He had to actually. And when he did, he traveled 20,000 kilometers from then till now. So please help me welcome our most recent driver, Amitabh Sahab. So Amitabh, the speech he's going to speak for today is Digital Detox, Disconnect to Reconnect. Amitabh Sahab.
Welcome to all of you, our digital detox journey with me. So are you ready to start the digital detox journey with me?
Yes.
So one request, how many of you are carrying the smart devices?
All.
Please, can you switch off? Please, for at least for 7 minutes. Thank you. Good evening, lovely Toastmasters and dear dignified guests. Ramadan Kareem and Happy Easter. Is that the picture resembles any memory, any of your future, any of the past? So it was a shiny Saturday. It was our 10th marriage anniversary. My wife has planned to celebrate in a very grand way in front of the Burj Khalifa, overlooking the Dubai fountain with the red wine and the cheesecake. She has planned perfectly, but I believe the God has some other plan. That time, I was working as a project manager overlooking global digital transformation projects, and few weeks that time, I was fully occupied in the works and excessively using and attending the calls, the smart devices, even after working hours. And there is no difference on that particular day. It happens just we are going to toast with our wine, my phone rings. I couldn't stop myself, just told my wife, can I just take for 5 minutes please? And I couldn't wait for her response, just take the call. Do you guess how long it took to get it over? It goes 1 hour 15 minutes. And after finishing the call, with a brave heart, I wanted to look at her, and she told, just shut off mobile phone. And as a most obedient husband, I don't have much option to switch off the phones. And our marriage anniversary dinner ends abruptly, the way the timer flashes the red light and you have to finish the speech in 30 seconds. And the silence prevailed till the next day in the coffee morning meeting. I was thinking the whole night what went wrong. And I am feeling a little guilty because I am giving importance of my project delivery works over my family time, precious family time. And I have no clue what is waiting for me in the morning coffee table. She told, Amit, I understood you are going through a very busy schedule and the critical project delivery. Can I propose something? Oh, yeah, sure, go ahead. Can you have one day, at least in a week, where you don't touch any of the smart devices, mobile phones, laptops? Is that possible? And I think that is a golden opportunity to sign the peace treaty without knowing the consequence which is waiting to happen. I agreed upfront. And my digital detox journey started. We agreed every Saturday, every Friday night, I will submit my digital devices and only will touch on the Monday morning. Yeah. So that's where my digital detox or digital fasting started. I still remember the first Saturday when I am carving to see my beloved smart skins, and it looks like I am totally disconnected from the world and my world is going to end very soon. And that time, first time I realized I am in addiction. And it's not a drug, it is a screen addiction. And recent studies, it shows it's like tobacco and alcohol. The screen addiction also damages your health and relationships if it is not being checked. Dr. Lawrence also said, if the screen addictions can affect your frontal cortex in the brain, which is similar to effect of the cocaine. And that pushes me to continue my detox, digital detox journey. And it's also results some new problem. So some new problem which is coming like an nomophobia. So whenever we are crippling fear of not having the phone with us, the fobbing, whenever we are staring at the mobile phone and hopes that somebody is not wanting to talk with us. FOMO, fear of missing out, if we are so much away from our social medias, and I think something great we are missing about. So these all causes helps me to continue my digital detox journey, to disrupt my conditioning of the screen processor. And that's where my digital detox journey started. And over the few weeks or months, I realized some few benefits of it. I have more free time because I'm not distracted on the notification messages on emails. I have increased my productivities, and it's also strengthened my family bonding, and I have able to spend more quality time with my family. And also that helps me to inspire for the creative activities. And after 15 years, I joined the painting classes again, and which helps to nurture my inner joy and the stress. And moreover, now onwards, my marriage anniversary, I have scheduled on Saturday. And guess what? I am the sole organizer of that event. And till now, last 5 years, I'm continuing organizing the event, any client escalations. So I urge all of you, let's disconnect with the smart screen and reconnect with the family and nature, which is precious. And let's continue the digital detox journey with us. And I urge all of you, don't switch on your mobile phones until the session ends.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Amitabha. And actually, I couldn't agree more about disconnecting and reconnecting. So we tend to choose what do we want to disconnect from and reconnect to. Starting our next speaker, and before presenting our next speaker, I'd like to present the evaluator who's going to evaluate her speech. And I'd like to ask Toastmaster DTM Ramesh Anandraman to read her speech objectives.
The speaker is attempting project from the presentation mastery pathway, level 1, speech number 2, writing a speech with purpose. The purpose of the project is to learn or review basic methods for writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech on any topic. The time is 5 to 7 minutes.
Thank you. Thank you so much. These are all. To present our lovely and very beautiful and pretty next speaker, who is the reason for most of us to be here in this room actually. She actually joined Toastmasters because she wants to face big public groups and to speak in front of them. And when I asked her about what belief did she change and what impact did it have in her life, she said that she changed a very simple belief. From it's not possible, whatever it is, means for her, to it is possible. And when she made that shift, it had a huge impact in her lifestyle and her level of income, because she was able to change the belief. So please help me welcome our next speaker, present her speech, Toastmaster Nisrina.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Toastmasters, distinguished Toastmasters, guests, good evening. Good evening. Do you know how many people commit suicide every day? Any guesses? Worldwide, every day. Every day, according to the latest statistics of the World Health Organization, 2,000 people commit suicide. That is 700,000 people every year. Suicide is the fourth cause of death among the population as young as 15 to 29 years old. Mental health is a serious concern in our modern society. That was for the bad news. The good news is that I will present to you today a solution that is simple and very effective. Are you interested to know about this solution? Yes. The answer is meditation. Meditation is a broad term. You don't have to be somewhere in a cave in the Himalayas in isolation to meditate. Meditation can be as simple as cooking while being in a mindful state, or even walking in the park while being completely in that present moment. The meditation technique that I would like to share with you today is the meditation that I teach and that I practice. It is my favorite meditation technique because it's very simple and very effective even for beginners. Experts from Cleveland Clinic in the USA, they say that our brain processes over 70,000 thoughts every day. That's a lot of mental noise. Especially if we know that we create our reality from our thoughts, and that most of these thoughts that we have are more negative. Now, if this is a new concept to you, that we create our reality from our thoughts, I will reify this to you. Everything that you see around you started first as a thought. The chair you are sitting on started as a thought in someone's mind. Burj Khalifa started as a thought in someone's mind. Toastmasters International started as a thought in the founder's mind. Now, if the thoughts that you have are negative, what are you going to create? A negative reality. On the other hand, if these thoughts are positive, what are you going to create? Your desired reality. Now, the function of the mind is to think, just like the function of the fish is to swim. We cannot stop our mind from thinking just by commanding it to do so. It doesn't work that way. Trust me, I've tried many times, it doesn't work. Since the mind needs to be busy constantly with something, we're going to use this to our advantage and give something to the mind to be busy with so that it can stop that thinking process. That's why in this meditation, the only simple thing that you have to do, simple but not easy, easy with practice, is that you will be focused on your breathing. During the whole meditation, you just have to keep your attention on the breath. And this is where the magic happens. Because you cannot be thinking and watching your breath at the same time. That's why the longer you'll be able to watch the breath, the longer you will be in those intervals where you'll be able to experience the inner peace and mental clarity, which is the title of this meditation. Now, from time to time, you find yourself that you are thinking, that's normal. However, even in that situation, you'll be as the observer of the thoughts. As if you are in a movie theater and you are watching the movie, and the movie is the screen where you are watching those thoughts. Would you like to have a practice of this meditation?
Yes.
Great. Please close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Relax your body. Relax your mind. And inhale, exhale through your nose. And just keep your attention on your breathing. You just have to watch your breathing as it happens. Just watch the air that you inhale, the air that you exhale. If you have any thoughts, it's okay. Just observe them as they go. Thoughts are like visitors. They come and they go. Just come back to your breath. Stay on the breath. Keep your focus on your breathing. Stay on the breath. You can open your eyes. You can start with a daily practice of 5 minutes every day, and you can increase the time as it suits you. The longer you practice this meditation, the easier it will be for you to see and understand the quality of your thoughts and to change them to positive thoughts that will serve you in creating your desired reality. Ladies and gentlemen, mental health is not a hype, it's not a trend, it is not a luxury, it is a necessity. Having a daily practice of meditation can help you seriously becoming more calm and address stress and the emotions in your life, which will result in better physical and mental well-being. It will also equip you to be grounded in your inner center and to face whatever turmoil that might come from the outside. Thank you. Over to you.
What a well-needed break. Okay, so I'd like to ask the timer for the timing report and to ask if both of our speakers are qualified.
We had two speakers, Toastmaster Amitava, who finished the presentation in exact 7 minutes, so he is qualified, and Toastmaster Nissim finished the presentation in 6 minutes 45 seconds, so he has also finished on time.
Thanks so much, Toastmaster Shuktu. And with that, we have a 5-minute break to have a special celebration of an anniversary cake. So it's a 5-minute break so that we don't stay till midnight together. I don't mind.
Do it. Don't just try. Thanks.
Okay, I'll use the mic today. First of all, nice to see you, Minesh. He is one of the finest speakers that we have in this club. We lost him for a while, but glad to see you are back. There's so much to learn from him. Don't try, just do it. Yeah. Just do it is a slogan we've all seen, right? Where is it? Now the thing is, if you, does the sun try to come up every day? Have you seen the sun trying to come up?
Yes.
Have you? Oh, you did? Rashmi sees a lot of things which we don't. Now I won't get into the details of how that happens because some may fall into those type of topics. But have you seen any plant trying to grow? Yes, the sun just comes up. The plant doesn't try, it just grows. Yeah? So in nature, if you see, there is nothing called try. Can you just try to lift your hand? Try. Don't do it. Try. No, it's just about lifting, right? You just lift your hand. You want to slap someone, you just give a slap. Don't try to give a slap. You want to kiss someone, give a kiss. Don't try to give a kiss. Because whenever you try to do things, it will never happen. And even if it happens, it will not happen the way it should have happened. So in life, the mantra for success, and where's our Toastmaster of the day? It's all about, so he didn't try to eat. He went and he ate. So the mantra for success, don't try.
just do it. Whatever it is, break that belief that I need to try doing it. And bring in a new belief to replace that belief that I don't need to try. I just need to do it. So if you want to join Toastmasters, don't try to join Toastmasters. Just do it. Become a member today. Guest, listening? Great. Over to you. Moving on to our next table topic speaker. Who is it going to be? I'd like to welcome Toastmaster Misha onto the stage. The topic is the biggest obstacle I faced.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. Yes. The biggest obstacles to get to the meeting, because I'm living on the other side of Dubai. And it always took me around 1 hour to get here. Because traffic here in Dubai is quite challenging, especially this time of the day. If we're talking about some obstacles you may face in your lives, it can be anything. Sometimes even tiny small thing can be barrier to go somewhere. You know, who is there project managers or who had in the past project to manage? I see some hands. Okay. What usually takes the longest? The last 5%, right? Yes. Yeah, so obstacles can be different, and sometimes even tiny thing can be the huge problem. For me, it happens all the time, especially when you need to accomplish or to complete some big project. The last step may be the biggest issue, the biggest obstacle. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So for our next speaker, do we have any guests that would like to come up on stage? Guests, raise your hand. There are no guests here.
Valeria. Valeria.
Okay. Guest Valeria. Your topic is see to believe or believe to see.
See to believe or believe to see. I think that many people first want to see something and then they believe it's true. But actually, it's opposite. You really do need to believe in something to see it. As our fellow Toastmaster actually mentioned that in her previous speech, everything at the beginning is a thought. And then that manifests in our outer reality. If I would tell you, focus on color red, you would only see that and you would not see any other colors. I read somewhere interesting thing about beliefs and how beliefs actually can bring so many things into reality. Actually, Maher and I had a co-worker that shared her very interesting story with us, and she said that while she was pregnant, the doctor told her that she's expecting one child, but she believed that it would be twins. And she went to another doctor, and the doctor said, no, it's only one child. But she kept believing that it's going to be a twins. And then third time when she went to the doctor, they're like, oh my God, there are twins. So that just shows that you really need to believe something, and it can actually happen. Back to you.
two men, one woman. I think we need to even the field here. Oh, look at all the calm faces of all the guys. So I'd like to welcome Toastmaster Mary, a new member. Okay, sit. I'll give you an easy one. Your topic is true meaning of success.
Hi everyone, good evening. So I believe that the true meaning of success is not to make money, not to own a lot of things. I think the true meaning of success is to be happy with what you have. That matters more than anything else, not what you possess, not what you want to. Okay, maybe yes, what you want to become in life, but in the end of the day, if none of that makes you happy, that will not mean success. I really can't think of anything else to add, to be honest.
For our last speaker, I have Toastmaster or guest, I'm not sure. Radio? Toastmaster. Thank you. Your topic is. It's too easy for you. The belief that I have, which many people would disagree with.
Unless you say it's easy. Thank you, Manish. And good evening, Toastmasters, distinguished guests, and
The belief that I have, which many people would disagree with.
I think everybody would have at some point had this dilemma. Well, what you believe in, is it acceptable to the others? Does it instill confidence in others? And this has also been a big problem with me. I believed in certain things, but at some point it was rejected by a lot of others. And in the hindsight, I think, coming back to the first table topic master, don't try, just do it. I think that is what should have been my motto. Should have just gone ahead with my belief, and I think it would have made much more impact in what you do, in what I could have done, and I think it will apply to everyone. So, crux of the matter, believe in what you think is right and just do it. Thank you.
So we've heard some wonderful speeches, and I'd like to thank every single one of the speakers that have the courage to come up here and give value to all the audience members' times for the little bit of a few minutes of speech that you did on stage. So a big round of applause for all our speakers. My time, back to you.
Thank you. After enjoying our table topic section, and I hope you all enjoyed as me, we get to vote for the best speaker. You remember the first speakers in the morning? The two speakers that we had? We get to vote between the both speakers who is the best speaker from your own point of view. So we get to menti.com. So it's not a time of a detox right now. So let's open our mobiles and open our mobiles and go to the menti.com. And what's the code? The code is sent on the group. So only Toastmasters can vote. So I think the guests are listening officers and not. Menti.com. No, it's for Toastmasters only. So it's okay. Yes.
What's the code?
1792 6400. Yes, okay, so moving on forward, we have spoken a lot about. Okay. Moving on forward, we have spoken a lot about beliefs. But actually, what are beliefs? Have we ever thought about this? What is a belief? A belief is an opinion about a certain view of life, or yourself, or other people, that by the time you become convinced about everything is okay, stay with me, then it becomes a belief. So it's an opinion that turns into a conviction because you're convicted. So this belief, how is it formed? It's formed in many ways. Culturally, with your upbringing, with your friends, with your past experiences. But the beliefs that you have, and mostly are unconscious, are very true for you. So why is it important for us today to speak about beliefs? Because actually it influences your behavior, emotions, model of reality, how you see and view the world, and your decision-making process. If you believe that you can do something, you will go on and try to do it, or attempt to do it, not try to. And if you believe that you don't, it will not be in your space, never at all. Omar, can you please come and help me with something quick here? Yes, yes, yes.
I don't believe I can do it, bro.
Okay, so just to reify that beliefs have actual effect on our human and physical bodies, I'm going to give you some very short and quick demonstration. You're a strong man, right?
Believe so.
You believe that you're strong? Okay.
I'll try.
So I want you to just stretch your right arm in front of you, and I'm going to come from here and I'm going to attempt to pull it down, okay? And just try to resist me with all the power that you have, okay? So this is like you have a blank slate, you don't think about anything, just take a deep breath and just resist me with all the power that you have, okay?
I just need
Okay, so that was pretty strong and it's like you all saw this. I want you now to think of a belief that you know that you can. Belief that of anything. Belief that you have succeeded already, something that you have a reference of.
Okay.
You have it in your mind. Okay, so I want you to spread your right arm and I want you to resist me once more time. Okay? So let's do this. I'm not acting, by the way. It's true. If you have seen the difference. If you have seen the difference, okay? You're strong, right? Okay. Clear your screen, have a clean slate, take a deep breath. Okay. Now I want you to think of a belief that you cannot do something. Some believe that. How old you have? Okay. Okay. Now, spread your right arm.
It's heavy.
Oh, it's heavy, right? Okay, so Let's see how it happens now.
That's pretty good.
Our thoughts and beliefs have energy, and this is a physical implementation for our thoughts and the beliefs that we have in our minds. Our next session is the evaluation, and this is what we all have been waiting for. Anyone who stands here deserves to get an evaluation. And for me to present the next evaluator, actually I'd like to say that he was impressed by the concept of a Toastmaster, and that's what inspired him to join Toastmasters. And when I asked him what reality changed in your mind that changed your beliefs, he said that swimming for him was a dream. It was not in the space. Until he believed in his swimming coach, who helped him believe that he can swim. So please help me welcome our marathon swimmer, Hari Haramvi.
Disconnect, reconnect is the message that we had today from our Toastmaster Amitabh. There he is. Toastmaster Amitabh, first of all, must I say that it's an extremely pertinent topic. The reason is that all of us are extremely connected to our digital devices, and as you rightly put, we have the addiction towards it. Toastmaster and guests, wish you all a good evening. So Toastmaster Amitabh, what's it that connected with us with your speech? Number one, your personal story, that itself brings in conviction. When you had your wife describing to me about Burj Khalifa, I could visualize it even though I'm not married. I could visualize when you actually had that call and she got irritated and said, shut off that phone. And I had that vocal variety that you brought in, so I could visualize your wife. That lady, how she could have turned into something that was uncontrollable, and that's why you got into digital detox a few days later. Number three, if I look at your speech that was beautifully put across, was you had a general purpose. You told us about how you're going to be helping us understand, disconnect, and then reconnect. And you also told us how do we do it right at the end by connecting to family and to nature. So you had a specific purpose and you had a general purpose which tied in where. Last but not the least, your specific purpose helped us to go into something known as a call to action. So we knew what to do at the end of your speech. So all of us know today that we need to digitally detox at least once a week. Now if I were you, how would I have connected to the audience? First things first. When I would start a speech, I would not have anything on the screen. I would blank it and start right here. That's authority. You're connecting with the audience, so you stand here. That's number one. Number two, I want you to, so next time when you're looking at your speech, I want you to narrate your speech like a movie, not report it like a newsreader. Difference. So I'll give you. It was a beautiful evening and my wife and I, overlooking the Burj Khalifa, are celebrating our 10th birthday. In comes this call and I pick it up, unknowing that I know that I'm going to be on that call for the next hour and a half. What do you think my wife would have done? So what I want you to do is think like you are watching a movie and script your story and then narrate it. That will have us captivated. Third most important, you had that specific purpose right there, saying connect to nature, connect to your family. Question was how? Give me 3 steps. So you said digitally detox, put off your phone. My question there was, how did you kill the addiction? You somewhere said that you got into painting after 15 years. But how did you stumble upon painting? Why did you take up anything else? Why not running? Why not walking? Why not speaking to friends? Why only painting? So how did you stumble on that? So that will help me as an audience to understand how to pick up on my passion. All in all, Toastmaster may have a beautiful message, as I told you, pertinent. Have these three things in mind: narrative speech, your specific purpose to call to action, and last and not the least, start here to connect. Over to you.
What a beautiful and eloquent evaluation. I wish I was the speaker who received such evaluation. And let's now welcome our next evaluator for tonight. And before introducing the evaluator on the stage, I'd like to thank DTM Menon for being the president of the club when he first came as a guest, and all the other stewards who welcomed him and made him actually feel welcomed in the environment of Toastmasters. And that's why when he came, he didn't leave. And when he changed a belief of, I need to see it to believe it, into, I need to believe it to see it, everything changed for him. Life became much more optimistic, and he was able to achieve many beautiful things. Please help me welcome DTM Ramesh Anantraman.
Thank you. Good evening all. Good evening to my wonderful speaker who gave us the importance of mental health. Today the speaker's objective was to write and structure a speech which had a purpose and ensure that the purpose can be communicated to us very clearly. And how did the speaker do? The structure was amazing. One of the best ways to engage an audience is to start with a question. The speaker asked a question which got everybody hooked on. The number of suicides we have on a daily basis and how big it is. So the moment the audience are hooked on to say that this is something which we need to worry about because it's a huge challenge, the speaker went on to say that, okay, how do you want to know, how do you overcome that? And everybody was interested. And the speaker structured it very nicely. It was to say that how is it you can take care of your mental health, and in a fantastic way incorporated a practice session as part of the speech, which is always a bit of a challenge. In 7 minutes to be able to explain a concept and demonstrate it and get everybody involved in it. So the structure was great, the organization of the speech was great, ensuring that the message was communicated was done all fantastically. What the speaker could have done better was in terms of voice modulation and vocal variety. Example, when you are talking about the first question, how many people take their lives in a day? And then when you give an answer, you want to say how big the issue is. You know, 2,000 people, rather than just saying that 2,000 people take their lives in a day. 2,000, that's how big it is. And you get the emotions into it and saying that that translates to more than 700,000 lives lost in a year. So you appeal to the emotions of the people, they understand the pain of somebody taking away their life. You could have emphasized in terms of content a little bit more to compare it with, say that that is the biggest cause of death after the natural causes. And if you want to do a comparison to say that, how does this compare to the number of people who die in accidents, road accidents? And you say that, okay, that's how you kind of make this high. So I would urge the speaker to use these vocal varieties across in there to make sure that the impact is much better. The second aspect of it is in terms of body language and hand gestures. The speaker started off initially with closed hands. Okay, you need to make sure you have an open body language. And I think the challenge the Zoom has implemented onto us is we restrict our movements because that's restricted by the amount of camera angle. But when you get down to a physical space, you have much more options to engage with the audience. So
the speaker did a fantastic job in communicating the purpose, can make it even better by ensuring that they touch people's life with their voice modulation and emphasize with the body language. Thank you very much.
Now we move on to the voting session for the table topic speakers. Remember that in the afternoon? That one in the afternoon? So we vote for the best speaker who stood on stage, and it's between 5 speakers, right? So it's between Toastmaster DTM VP Menon, Toastmaster Misha, Toastmaster Raju, Valeria, yeah, and Valeria, and Toastmaster Marie. So what's the number, please? Everyone can vote. Everyone here can vote. Menti.com.
Yeah, the Menti code is 1792
1792
6400.
6400. And you can vote for yourselves.
1792
So moving on forward, we would like to have a very fun session, and that's actually something exquisite and special that we're having only this meeting. A lot of things are happening exclusively this meeting, right? To introduce our fun master for tonight, I'd like first to give you a hint about what inspired him to be in Toastmasters. And actually what inspired him to be in this room is that after a couple of meetings, he saw people sharing stories from their authentic background. And he saw that this environment is a non-judgmental environment. So he decided to join Toastmasters. He was inspired. And when he changed the belief of, I could not run my own business, into I can run my own business, he found absolute joy in achieving something that he was not capable of. And I'm sure that it reflected in many ways in his life and his family as well. Please help me welcome our fun master for today, Toastmaster Sandeep Adnani.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
So we got 10 minutes of trying to be creative, trying to have a bit of fun, trying to bring our funny side out. So are we all ready for it?
Yes.
Okay, so I've got 2 sessions planned. The first one is, and I speak pretty fast, so that can help expedite things as well. The first one is 10 statements or 10 short statements make up a story. Right? So we will start off, I will give you the start and the finish of the story, and you guys got to get creative in between. Right? Each of you is going to come stand up and give a statement to make the story complete. So I'll give you a small example. I say, once upon a time I fell in love with a girl. That's the start. The finish is, and then I remember the golden words of B.P. Menon. Don't try it, just do it, and offered her a kiss. Clear? So that's the start, that's the ending, and you're going to create everything in between. Right? Clear? The rule is your statement should not be more than like 10 words. I think this, let's not go elongated. Fair enough? Rules are clear?
Yes.
Alright, so we're ready with the first story. It starts with, it was one such meeting where DB was having a very bad day. And it finishes with, and then Bob stripped Santosh because of his grammar, and he did not live happily ever after. Clear on the start and the finish? Alright, done? So to do the honors, DB will start this story. And Bob or Santosh will finish it. Alright.
So what was that?
It was one such meeting where I was having a bad day.
It was one such meeting where I was having a very bad day.
Done. Next. Who would like to continue? Have you got to move faster? Just. Alright.
She got to the meeting late after that long workout.
She got to the meeting late after long work hours. Let's get creative. Next. Yes.
It was a rainy day.
It was a rainy day. Okay, we got thunder and rain to it as well. Next. Yeah. Sorry, can you repeat that again?
And on the way to the meeting, since the road was slippery because it was raining, her heel broke.
Okay, the road was slippery because it was raining.
To make it worse, we left her lipstick. Once she reached, he tried to contact Saturday Dance, Saleh, he was not contactable.
She started Saleh. He was not contactable. Alright, two more to go before Bob strips Santosh.
And she forgot what meeting number it is.
And she forgot what meeting number it was. One last before Bob strips Santosh. Can anyone give me a creative one?
And what was the wrong location?
Sorry?
That was the wrong location.
That was the wrong allocation.
No, not location, like venue. Wrong venue.
Location.
Wrong location. The meeting is wrong location.
When she came to know, this is the wrong, there was no meeting there.
Okay, can we get to Bob and Santosh anyhow?
She got into the meeting when the grammarian was on stage and it was Bob.
She got into the meeting when the grammarian was on stage and the grammarian was Bob, and Bob will finish the story.
And then Bob spits Santosh because of his background.
Because of his background. Alright. Right, since you guys warmed up, let's do the next one. It starts off with Manish and George picked up a lottery ticket together. Alright? It finishes with Saleh sold everything he had. Alright, so we start again. The plot is Manish and George invested in a lottery ticket together, and you're going to finish with Saleh sold everything he had. Alright? So, Manish, start.
Yes, I bought the lottery ticket for 1,000 dirham along with
George.
George.
Alright, done. Next, who will continue?
To their surprise, they
Yeah.
actually won the lottery.
To their surprise, they actually won the lottery. Perfect, this is going well.
But before they could claim it, they went to a bar to celebrate.
Before they could claim it, they went to a bar to celebrate. This is getting interesting. Yes.
Unaccidentally, it was a stripper bar and he gave that lottery ticket to the stripper.
I wonder where we're heading with
The reason they gave the lottery ticket to the stripper is because they wanted to loan 10 dirhams from Saleh, and Saleh, instead of giving them 10 dirhams, gave them the lottery.
Okay, Saleh gave them the lottery ticket. Alright.
I saw the stripper give to them, Saleh is building.
Sorry?
I saw the stripper, Saleh is building.
So the stripper below Saleh is building. We have 3 steps to Saleh selling off everything he has. Continue. 2 more steps. Yes,
It
Mahir.
was Ramadan, so he sent her home.
Ramadan, so he sent her home. Next. Yes.
The stripper started blackmailing Saleh.
The stripper started blackmailing Saleh. One last before he sells off everything. One last.
Manish was chasing him for the lottery ticket.
Sorry?
Manish was chasing Saleh.
Manish was chasing Saleh for the lottery ticket. And Saleh, can you finish the story?
It's a nightmare for me.
It was a nightmare for him and he sold everything he had. Brilliant. Please give yourself a gift. So now let's move to the next session of the fun session. So we are here for a very special occasion. What is that? 27 years of DTC. Yeah, so if alright, so the second one is more test your memory. There'll be coming up a slide with lots of words in it. And it'll be up for 45 seconds. And you're going to try and remember as many words as you can. Very simple memory game, not very complicated, right? But that sort of summarizes the essence of why we're here.
It's all different things.
Last one is long. We need mobile and this and everything else. Apologies for the slight technical glitch. We're trying to get this up and running.
Turn on the TV, Nisha. Hey, TV is off.
There you go.
That's not part of the meeting.
Saleh, your favorite channel. That's how you sort out everything.
HDMI.
Down.
Where's that?
It works.
Can you run the business?
Yeah, let's keep announcing it.
This is it.
Alright, brilliant. Fine then. So it's timer for 45 seconds. How many words do you think are in there? Big question. How many words do you think are in there? Including the smaller
The
ones?
number of words that you can speak in about 27 minutes.
No.
100?
27 words. Right, so let's summarize this sentence. 27 words, it's all jumbled, repeated, but you got exactly 27 words. And the ones who can find the maximum, let's try and give them prizes. So, 45 seconds. Timer, can you please help? Let me take the slide off. You can write them down, but when you're standing up and speaking, you can't refer to notes. Just throwing it in. Remember as many words as you can. Forty-five seconds. Time up. Okay. Time up. Okay. Who remembers? Who's going to go first? Amina.
Happy birthday, cake, love, sentiments, wish, friends, ceremony,
Live.
what?
Live 27.
27, yeah, that's
Events.
Events.
10?
No, that's 10, yeah.
10 so far. Please give a huge round of applause. Everyone who can do 10. Alright, go ahead.
Happy birthday, anniversary, gift, present, life, celebration, event 27, friend, love, life, greetings, 27, invitations.
Invitations is there, yes, correct.
14.
14, done. Give a huge round of applause. Next. Who can beat 14?
I can read, I take photo.
I said no reading notes. Come on, guys. Give it a shot, anyways.
Whatever she said plus message.
15.
Plus memory.
Plus memory.
Plus party.
Plus party.
There was
Okay.
funny. There was funny.
No, funny. Yeah, funny is there.
Funny.
Funny is there. 18. Ceremony's been said before.
Invitation.
Okay, anyone who wishes to stand and try. Let's have 2 more rounds and then we call it a session. Give it a shot. Whoever. Saleh, since you sold everything off. At least the memory is with you still. Give it a shot.
He was outside.
Oh, he was outside.
Outstanding personality. 2 feet.
Rashid, you want to go ahead? Just recollect whatever was said and try and say that. Rashid? Yeah?
So happy birthday party celebration.
Cake.
Funny.
Gift.
Love.
Friends. Invitations. 10. Celebrations. Greetings. Gift.
Number 2,
Ceremony.
Done. 12. Please give me the applause. One last before we close this. Anyone else? President, give it a shot.
Sorry, I didn't know what was the question.
Good question. I said give it a shot. How many are you giving?
Happy birthday, funny messages, love, anniversary, cake, memories, life, greetings, celebrations, friends, invitations, holidays.
15. She's 15 already.
Oh.
Gifts. 16.
Holidays.
Holidays. 17.
Celebrations. 17.
17. You round of applause. Leading the way. All right, again, congratulations to all the members for a huge achievement. 27 years is glorious in itself. The words are love, memory, cake, friends, jubilee, memory, wish, funny, invitation, messages, birthday, anniversary, sentiments, celebrate, gifts, happy, party, event, birth, day, holidays, present, anniversary, friends, and ceremony. That finishes off. Congratulations on 27 years and wishing you many more ahead. Over to you.
Thank you. Okay, so moving on, I'd like to give a minute for voting for the best evaluator. So if you can go all to the menti.com, and the code on the menti.com is 172 6400. Sounds familiar? Same. Same. Okay. So I'd like now to have the reports from our distinguished role players. So I'd like to ask, before calling him on stage, I'd like to just highlight on speaking on a public stage inspired him to join Toastmasters. And with just a beautiful belief of he just needs to be himself, not to copy anyone else, changed a lot for him. Please help me welcome our timer for today, Toastmaster Sukito Dani. For the timer is report. Yes, please.
Thank you all so much. Today, for the table topic speakers, we had 5 table topic speakers. Toastmaster Menon, who completed the presentation in 2 minutes. We had Toastmaster Misha, who finished in 1 minute 25 seconds. We had Toastmaster Valeria, who finished in 1 minute 40 seconds. Toastmaster Mary, who finished in 1 minute, and Toastmaster Raiju, who finished in 1 minute 25 seconds. So all are qualified to be for the voting. Also for the evaluators speech, we had Mr. Toastmaster Hariharan, who finished in 3 minutes and 30 seconds. This managed to finish on time, and Toastmaster Ramesh, who also finished in 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Yeah. Thank you.
For our next role player, I'd like to ask someone who's a black belt in karate. And he did that when he believed that it wasn't for madmen. Please help me welcome Robert Studol.
Right, for the benefit of guests or those who are new, I am the grammarian, and the role of the grammarian is to identify the good and the bad. Now, we do name, but we don't shame, so the good is attributed, the bad goes anonymously. TM Toastmaster Amitava gave us some lovely examples of very nice imagery. The party ended like when the timer flashes the red light. I think very appropriate for Toastmasters. He also talked about the golden opportunity to sign the peace treaty, which we all know is not what happened, but which we all know is exactly what happened. Toastmaster Nisreen, some beautiful examples of reification throughout, and also a parallelism. The function of the mind is to, just as the function of the repetition of the structure allows us to recognize better, understand more clearly, and remember better. On the not so good side of it, we did have a couple of examples of what should have been past forms given as present forms, like has planned, which in the context should have been had planned, and just take, which should have been just took. So much away from, so often away from, or spend so much time away from. And fourth cause, which for the context should have been the fourth largest cause. And that's the end of the report. Thank you very much.
So, oh, sorry. And now for our yes. And now for our accountant report, and to present our next role player, I'd have to say that he changed the mindset of I'm not cut for entrepreneurship into something else. And the result of this change is now he's running his own successful private company. Please help me welcome on stage Toastmaster Jarish Ramachandran. Thank you.
A very good evening all. I am actually the accountant for the day, and for those of you who are not aware of the role of an accountant, I am required to basically count and take note of filler words and crutch words that the participants have used today. So I have taken note of these words, and I am very happy to say that there are very few and far between, basically in terms of the words that were used. So we have the speaker one, Amitava, who had actually used a total of 7 times. And we have our Toastmaster of the day using the word so 4 times. And that is it. I mean, so it has been a good meeting where there were not many words that was not supposed to be used. Sorry?
So kind.
Thank you. So you have added one word.
That was a fun session. I actually enjoyed, and it was a very big one. Thank you so much for that. And for our next section, it's actually how did we all do as role players, as the hosting of the whole meeting. And this is the actually section that I always look forward for, because this is where we actually go. To invite our next evaluator, he actually shared something very special with me. Is that when he finished his economics degree, he was like fed up. That's it. Nothing more to be done. And I'm not going to study anymore or do any more effort in that regards. But it was only when he met a mentor who convinced him to change the belief into, yes, I can do more. And he had the belief of writing a book. And actually he is now an author. So please help me welcome our author of Dubai Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Maher Al-Hussein.
Thank you for those wonderful kind words. How's everybody doing?
Great.
I don't know, let's do it one more time. How's everybody doing? Beautiful, beautiful. So my role, ladies and gentlemen, is to be the general evaluator. Now, a little something for you. I haven't done this role in at least 3 to 4 years ago when I was in Vancouver. It's arguably the toughest role because I'm the policeman. I have to come here and make sure everybody is obeying the law. So let's have some fun today and learn a few things. So I came here at 7:29. The meeting started at 7:32. So according to the laws, we broke the laws by 2 minutes. I'm huge on time because time is of the essence. It's important to all of us. We all must come together and remember to take advantage of every minute, but also finish on time to allow everybody else to enjoy the experience. The guests were welcomed with 3 icebreakers. Thank you, TV. I really enjoyed it. I must say, I'd be remiss not to, that given the venue's size, we could have easily seen a broken hip or a sprained ankle. So just be mindful when we have a smaller venue to remember maybe the exercises should be something more fitting. Fair enough? Another thing about the venue, the temperature. It was a little warm. And the reason why I know this is because my wife nudged me and she said, honey, it's warm here. It's warmer than it is at home. So I looked at it, I'm like, are you sure it's not just the velvet? No, it's hot. So just be mindful. Obviously, it's not within our power or control, but maybe we can talk to the venue people next time. Toastmaster Marwan, so lovely. I am actually one of his fans. When he got up here my first time as a guest, I was like, wow, this guy came up here, he used gestures, energy, used the stage, loved his vocal variety, he was speaking from his diaphragm. I really enjoyed it. I believe he did a table topics, if I'm not mistaken. So I must acknowledge the wonderful job. He engaged us as an audience. I felt it was a pseudo seminar. I've attended Jack Canfield's, and so my wife, so he's done a few things like the Masters. So everybody, please give him a round of applause. Wonderful job. Brilliantly explained all the roles. What I like to use is the tell them what you're gonna tell them, and then tell them what you just told them. So he told you what the meeting is gonna look like. We did the meeting, and I'm sure it's my duty now to tell you what we just did, but nevertheless, he did a great job. Okay. Speaking of themes, there's a particular belief, speaking of the seminar of Jack Canfield, if you picked it up, he said something that I feel like everybody could take something today. He said, if it's meant to be, it's up to me. Right? We want to take the circumstantial situation away from anything else but try to put it on ourselves. So everybody join me in saying it. If it's meant to be, yeah, everybody's gonna come together and do it once again. If it's beautiful, beautiful. So that it's actually one of the more important also belief systems that I meant to help install in me. Okay, Wordmaster Mohammed, where are you? Beautiful. Look, man, I'm gonna say this like with love. Anytime anybody comes up here, you don't have to say, I'm nervous. Right? It doesn't matter. It does not matter at all. Because the moment you start to speak, about 5, maybe 10 seconds, breathe a little bit, you'll remember that everybody wants to see you succeed. Right? I want to see you succeed. Everybody in here wants to see you do a wonderful job. So you don't have to come up here and say, I'm a little nervous, forgive me. Just come up here, own it. You have a valuable message, share it. We're here to listen. Also, anybody, this even goes to me, anytime you do any presentation in front of an investor, a client, or even an audience, if you're using PowerPoint, words on the PowerPoint are a death sentence. It's a death sentence. Do not put words on the PowerPoint slide. What happens? Can anybody guess?
People start writing it.
Beautiful. You get distracted, phones come out, and what do? They take pictures. They stop listening to you, and they say, you know what, when I go home, maybe on the traffic light, I'll see what I missed. So just as a reminder, if you have a message, take it from Steve Jobs. He puts a picture, and it backs his message. Solidifies what he's trying to say. So this goes for everybody. You don't have to be a grammarian or a Toastmaster, just as a friendly reminder. So hopefully I've reified the evaluation for you guys today. Table topic, Minesh. Minesh, where are you? Beautiful. Man, great job. I love the questions. Came up here. Energy as always. I remember I saw you at Billionaires Toastmasters. One time you came up and you owned it. Beautiful. You had vocal variety. I'm huge on vocal variety. For those who've seen me speak, vocal variety is incredibly important when you come up here, because it is not what you say, but it's how you say it, right? It's the body language, which makes up 55%. I'm sure everybody knows of Mehrabian's study. It's taken out of context, but the idea here is we must use our voice, right? And charge it with emotion to pay attention. And you did that wonderful. The topics were on point. A couple of nuggets. Don't use the mic. I don't know, I'm not a big fan when you come up here and it's a small room to use a mic, you don't need it. The onus is on you and on your diaphragm. Don't speak from the lungs. Because if you do, you lose breath, and then you get nervous, and then you get scared, and then you stop speaking. But if I speak from here, ooh, ladies and gentlemen, it'll be a show. So for everybody, take a deep breath and speak from here. And another thing, when you do any table topics, don't ask for any volunteers. Period. I'm adamant about that. Right? You're a table topic master. You are the master. So simply pick somebody. They're here. They've signed up for this. If you really feel some tension, say, thank you so much. Move on to the next one, as if it never happened. Especially if they're a guest, but if they're a paid member, oh, they better come up here. They better come up here. Table topic speakers, I'm going to generalize this. I don't go into individual because it's too small of a sample to tell you what they did good or bad. Everybody who comes up here, give them a salute. Right? It's yes, absolutely. Give them a salute. Because it's very courageous. It's very scary, and I'll zip you guys. Thousands of years ago, I've read a lot of public speaking books. I've had very good mentors in my life. They all said something that when you come up here, the innate fear that we feel is false, because it appears to be that I have, what, maybe 30 people here, maybe 40 people here, everybody's going to attack me, right? Our biology has not evolved our mind has, but our bodies really haven't. So when you look at it, I'm up here, it seems like to me there's a lot of lions coming at me, so I don't want to be vulnerable, I don't want to be scared, so just come up here and enjoy it, right? And own it. And yes, to all the table topic speakers, you're wonderful. If you're an evaluator, I love this. I'm going to harp on it a little bit. We don't necessarily evaluate the speech, ladies and gentlemen. Let me give you an example. I can take one speech and give it to 3 different speakers. What will happen to the speech? It will be delivered differently. It will land differently. It will be absorbed differently. Why? Because of the delivery. So when you come up here and you evaluate, maybe contrary to what the contest does, come up here and evaluate the speaker. Main thing, did they use their hands? Did they gesture properly? Did they use vocal variety? Did they deliver the emotion? Did they pause? Did they sit and listen to what the audience is reacting? These are all very, very important things when you evaluate a speaker. Don't come up here and say, well, look, the speech could have been this and this, the opening was this, he said this. We know this. We listen to the speech. I want to know, as an evaluator, can the speaker become a better one next time? Another thing, let's see here. Oh, we all can succumb to this easily. I know I'm running out of time, but don't say you versus I. I felt, I thought, you did this. Make it about us, all, we can, right? Make it inclusive versus exclusive to make sure that everybody is benefiting from the evaluation. I'm going to fast forward here. Sandeep, wonderful. I don't know if there's such thing as a fun master, but that was great. We're laughing. It's wonderful to bring the energy back up. So I salute you. Timers, grammarians, ahs and ahs counter. I'll say one thing about that. If you're the ah counter, be a policeman. And also don't come up here and say, yeah, so a couple people did this. This goes for everyone, right? Not just an individual, it's everyone. Be mindful that if you're the policeman, really be the policeman. Besides that, everybody did a wonderful job. General evaluator, his name is Maher. I don't know. He did a wonderful job, but thank you, everybody.
Wow, that was a mini course on public speaking, demonstrating body language, vocal variety, and everything else related to confidence. Thank you so much for that. With that, we approach almost to the end of our meeting. But before leaving you, I'd like just to remember or remind you with a quick story. For thousands of years of human history, it was impossible, and it was solidly reified that no one could ever run a mile under 4 minutes. It was always over 4 minutes, until the year 1954 came, and someone called Roger Bannister broke this number, and he achieved 3 minutes, 59 seconds, and 4 milliseconds. Yes, exactly. That's not it. It's what happened after that. 37 people on that same very year broke the number. And 300 runners broke the same number in the year next. What does that tell you? It tells you, in conclusion, a phrase that I want to paraphrase from a movie that I listened to many times from many sources. And it says like that. And please listen this as if you're listening with your heart, not with your ears. Our deepest fears is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fears is that we are powerful beyond measure. It's not our light. It's our light. It's not our darkness that scares most of us. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is no any enlightenment. in shrinking yourself so that other people will feel insecure or won't feel insecure. We all are supposed to shine, as children do. And it's not just some of us, it's each and every one of us. And when we let our light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. And when we're liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically inspires others. So fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, go on, be liberated from your own fears, achieve what you want, and inspire others to do the same. With that, I can say that I am complete. Back to you, our charming president.
Thank you so much. Let's give a huge round of applause to Marwa. We couldn't have asked for a better TMOD than Toastmaster Marwa. Thank you for doing a well job. And an incredible meeting. Thank you to all who came here to celebrate our 27th anniversary. But our anniversary wouldn't be complete without calling our guru to say few words, or just few words. I know, and before that I want to apologize for the delay. So the Dubai Toastmasters Club are very proud for starting our meetings on time and ending on time. Today is a bit of an exception because it is the 27th anniversary. It happens once in a year. So this is the first time we are going overboard, but advance apologies to you all. So can you put your hands together for the man.
So with thank you be a few words. I always, whenever we have occasions, I reflect on what had happened. But every time I do that, I am reminded of what we are now. And what we are now is nothing but a collective effort of probably thousands of people who have come through Toastmasters, Dubai Toastmasters in specific, and did their own bit in making this entity a success. Whether it was a guest who came and did a table topic, or even if it was a guest who gave a review at the end of the meeting of how they felt the meeting was. But then when we look at Dubai Toastmasters, we are reminded of Toastmasters International, because every club is a reflection of what the organization stands for. We mentioned our core values, the 4 core values. And that is what makes each and every club an outstanding club. I am proud to be part of this club, as well as being proud to be part of this area and this division, this district, this region, and this organization, which has made me what I am right now. Thank you, Dubai Toastmasters.
So he's a man who needs no introduction, but for the guest over here, let me tell you that he is a past international president, the only international president from the entire Middle East. So he is a big man with a humble heart. So on this occasion, I'd like to thank all the dignitaries who've come today, especially Distinguished Toastmaster Rania, who especially came from our PQD Distinguished Toastmaster Deepa, Division Director Pragya, Division Director Adarsh, our Area Director Rose, and all our Distinguished Toastmasters Toastmaster Ramesh, VP, Hari, and our past presidents, Sandeep, Bosco, Sagar. Thank you so much for being over here. At the time for the awards. Let me quickly finish. So the best speaker. Drum rolls. Amina was definitely not listening to the speech because she is on her phone. Yes. Put your hands to the one who gave us a message today to disconnect and to connect. Put your hands together for Toastmasters. The next is the table topic master. You don't have to try, he just did it. He just did it. None other than distinguished Toastmaster VP. I think he's already here. And when you have stalwarts like distinguished Toastmaster Ramesh and distinguished Toastmaster Hari doing evaluations, who can you vote for? Of course, both of them. So congratulations to both of them.
The irony is not and let's back to the context. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Congratulations to the winners, and thank you all so much for coming for the 27th anniversary meeting of us. We love you all. Good night. God bless. And our next meeting is on the 24th of April. We'll let you know the details. The TMOD is Toastmaster George with the theme Never Have I Ever. So that's also going to be a fun meeting. See you all. Nobody leaves without clicking a picture with me and without having cake. Thank you. Good night. God bless. And with the power vested in me, I now declare this meeting closed.